everyone, welcome to my channel Maths Friendly. In today's class, we will do question number 3 of exercise 1.3 of first chapter Knowing Our Numbers from 6th class Maths NCERT Book. Now let us read the question. Estimate the following products using general rule. So we have, these are the 4 questions and we have to estimate the products. See, we don't have to actually multiply the numbers. Okay, this is multiplication sign is there, so we have to find the product, but we don't have to find the actual product of these two numbers. We have to estimate the product, means we have to roughly get an idea that if we multiply these two numbers, what will be the result. Means, see, if we go to multiply 5, 7, 8 into 1, 6, 1, if we want to do this multiplication, it will take quite a long time, right? So, but we don't want to multiply it directly. We want a very quick answer so that we can roughly get an idea that if we multiply these two numbers, what will be the result. And we don't want to multiply also. The actual multiplication we don't want to do. We just want to get an idea that if we multiply these two numbers, what will be the result. Means what will be the result of this, of the product of these two numbers. So how to find that? By estimating. We have to estimate the product. Okay, we have to estimate the product of these two numbers. We don't have to multiply the numbers. Actually, really, we don't have to multiply. We just have to get a rough idea that what will be the result if we do the multiplication. This is known as estimation. We do this by estimation. So there are rules. So what we have to do? We have to estimate the product by using the general rule. So there is a general rule. We have to make use of that, and then we can estimate the product. Means we can get an idea that what will be the result if we multiply these two numbers without the actual multiplication. Okay, like see, I give you a small example that suppose I tell you to multiply 29 into 11 and you don't want to multiply it. Actually, you don't want to multiply, you just want to know a rough idea that if we multiply it, what will be the result. The result will be around what will be the result. Okay, you don't want the actual answer, but what you want, just a rough idea that what will be the answer. So what we do, we have to round off the numbers. We will round off 29 to 30 and 11 will be rounded off to 10, and now we can very easily multiply it. The answer will be 300. Okay, so we got an idea that if we multiply these two numbers, the answer will be around 300. The answer will be very near to 300. Okay, let us check it that by doing the actual multiplication. 29 into 11. See, this is 319. If we multiply the actual numbers, we get the result 319, but by estimating what we got 300. Means the result is, so see, this 319 is closer to 300, so we got an idea that if we multiply these two numbers, the answer will be near to 300. Okay, but this took a very little time to do that, and in a very small time we came to know that the answer will be around 300. So we do estimation and we have to estimate the product here. Okay, so we will make use of the general rule and we will solve all these questions. So what is the general rule? Let us do question A. 5, 7, 8, 161. Yes. What is the general rule? How we will round off these numbers? By to which place we will round off? Will we round off to nearest tens or hundreds? We don't know. So the general rule says that each number should be rounded off to its greatest place. What is the greatest place for this number? See, ones, tens and hundreds. The greatest place for this number is hundreds. So this number will be rounded off to hundreds. And what is the greatest place for this number? Ones, tens and hundreds. This number also has its greatest place as hundreds. So we will round off this number also to hundreds and we will round off this number also to hundreds. After rounding off both the numbers, we will multiply them and we will get the product. That will be the estimated product of these two numbers. That will not be the actual product of the numbers. So what we will do, we will round off these number to the hundreds because it both have the greatest place as the hundreds place. So 578. So we will do the solution here. Solution. 578 rounds off to what it will be round? It will be rounded off. See, it is nearer to which hundreds? It lies between 500 and 600. Okay, this number 578, and it is closer to 600. We have to round off this number to the nearest hundreds. Which is the nearest hundreds for this number? The nearest hundreds are 500 and 600. Okay, and this number lies in between, right? And the middle number for these two is 550. It means this number is greater than the middle number, means it is closer to 600. So this will be rounded off to, see, 578 will be rounded off to 600 to the nearest hundreds. Nearest hundreds is this also and this also, but this number is rounded off to this because it is closer to this. Okay, so 578 rounds off to 600 nearest hundreds. What we did, to nearest hundreds we rounded off to nearest hundreds. Okay, now 161 rounds off to, see, it is nearer to which hundreds? It is nearer to 100 and it is also nearer to 200 because it lies in between 100 and 200. So the nearest hundreds for this number is 100 and 200, and the middle number for these two numbers, the middle number is 150. But this number is more than the middle number, means it is closer to 200, right? So this will be rounded off to 200. It will not be rounded off to 100. Though the nearest hundreds are 100 also and 200, but the more nearer is 200. Okay, so this number will be rounded off to 200. So 161 will be rounded off to 200 because it is greater than the middle number and it is closer to 200. So this 161 rounds off to 200 to nearest hundreds. Okay, to nearest hundreds. Now the estimated product will be what? See, the estimated product, because we have to estimate the product. Okay, so estimated product will be, estimated product is equal to, see, after rounding off the numbers, this is rounded off to this is rounded off to this. After rounding off the numbers, we have to multiply them. Okay, 600 into 200, that will give the estimated product. We multiply the rounded off numbers. Okay, rounded off numbers are multiplied and that will give the estimated product. So how will multiply? 6 into 2 is 12 and it has 2 zeros and 2 zeros, so these 4 zeros will come here. So what is this? This is 1,20,000. Okay, so this is the estimated product of these two numbers. How we did? We rounded off each number to its greatest place. Okay, to its greatest place we rounded off, and after that the rounded off numbers are multiplied very easily. Very easily we multiplied the rounded off numbers and we got the result. Okay, so understood this? Now let us come to B part. What is there? 5,281 multiplied by 3,491. We have to estimate this product. So what is the general rule? We have to round off each number which we are going to multiply. We have to round them off to its greatest place. Okay, so what is the greatest place for this number? Ones, tens, hundreds and thousands. So the greatest place for this number is thousands, so it will be rounded off to thousands. And what is the greatest place for this number? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. This number also has 1000 as its greatest place, so this number will also be rounded off to thousands. Okay, now let us do the solution. So 5281 rounds off to what? To which number it will be rounded off? To which it will be rounded? It will be rounded to the nearest thousands. What are the thousands which are nearer to this number? This number is nearer to 5000 and also to 6000, because this number lies between 5000 and 6000. So it is nearer to both 5000 and 6000. Okay. So 5281. This number lies between these two. What is the number in between 5000 and 6000? The number is 5500. Right? This is the middle number for 5000 and 6000. In between, just in between, this number lies. And this number is before the middle number. Okay, so it is closer to 5000. So it is, this number can be rounded off to 5000 because the nearest thousands for this number is 5000. Okay, because it is less than the middle number. So it is the nearest thousands for this number is 5000. So 5281 can be rounded off to 5000. This rounds off to 5000 to nearest thousands. To nearest thousands. Okay. Now the other number. This number will be rounded off to, see, 3491 rounds off to what? The nearest thousands for this number is 3000 and 4000. The nearest thousands for this is 3000 and 4000 because this is 3491. It means it lies between this number lies between 3000 and 4000. The nearest thousands for this number is 3000 and 4000, right? So this number lies between these two. What is the middle number between 3000 and 4000? The middle number is this 3500. And this number is less than the middle number. It means it is closer to 3000. It is not closer to this 4000. It is closer to, this number is closer to 3000. So it will be rounded off to 3000, right? So 3491 is rounded off to 3000 to the nearest thousands. Why we are rounding off to the nearest thousands? Because the greatest place for this number is thousands and the greatest place for this number is also thousands. So this rounds off to 3000. Okay, this to nearest thousands. To nearest thousands. Now the estimated product will be this into this, 5000 into 3000. See, now very easily by rounding off these numbers, this rounded off to this rounded off to this. After rounding off the numbers, we can very easily multiply the numbers. But if we go for the actual multiplication, it will take a little time. So when we don't have time or we want a very quick answer, we can do the estimation. Okay. So now we will multiply 5 into 3 is 15 and 3 zeros, 3 zeros. So these 6 zeros will come here. See, if you multiply it, you can get this answer, right? So directly you can multiply 5 into 3 and these zeros. See 10 into 10, how we multiply it? You know that the result is 100, right? So what we do? 1 into 1 is 1 and these two zeros. Okay, like that we multiply. See, 30 into 10 is equal to 300. How? This 3 into 1, 3 and these two zeros. Like that we do for any number. 5 into 3 is 15 and these all zeros will come here. So this is answer 1 crore 50 lakh. Okay, this is the 6 zeros, yes. So this is 1 crore and 50 lakh is the answer. Now let us come to C part. What is there? 1291 multiplied by 592. We have to estimate the product. So what is the general rule? We have to round off these two numbers to its greatest place. What is the greatest place for this number? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So this number will be rounded off to thousands. And what is the greatest place for this number? Ones, tens, hundreds. So this number will be rounded off to hundreds place. Okay. So 1291 rounds off to rounds off to what? What is the nearest thousands? This will be rounded off to the nearest thousands. So what are the thousands which are nearer to this number? The thousands are 1000 and 2000. Okay, these 2000s are nearer to this and it will be rounded off to the nearest thousands. This number lies between these two thousands. So these 2000s are nearer to this number. Okay, then what is the middle number for 1000 and 2000? In between which number lies? 1500 is just in between 1000 and 2000, and this number is less than the middle number. Okay, because middle number is at equal distance from 1000 also and from 2000 also, but this number is less than the middle number, so it is closer to 1000. So when we have to round off this number to nearest thousands, we will round off to 1000 because 1000 is more closer thousands for this number. This 2000 is little far, but 1000 is more closer. So 1291 will be rounded off to 1000 to nearest thousands. Okay, so this rounds off 1291 rounds off to thousands. When we are rounding off to thousands. Rounding off to thousands. Now what is the next number? The next number is 591. What is the greatest place for this number? Ones, tens and hundreds. Hundreds place is the greatest place for this number. So this number will be rounded off to hundreds. So 592. 592 rounds off to. So what are the nearest hundreds for this number? See, the nearest hundreds are 500 and 600. Okay. These are the nearest hundreds for this number. This number lies between these two hundreds. Okay, and the middle number, the number which is just middle of 500 and 600 is 550. And this number is more than the middle number and it is closer to 600. So this number will be rounded off to 600. Okay, so 592 will be rounded off to 600 because it is closer to this. It is greater than the middle number and this number is very closer to 600. So it is rounded off to 600. So 592 rounds off to 600. Okay, rounding off to, this number is rounded off to which number? Rounding off to hundreds. This is rounded off to the nearest hundreds and this number is rounded off to the nearest thousands. Okay, now we can find the estimated product. See, we are not finding the actual product, we are finding the estimated product because that is asked in the question. We have to estimate the product. So estimated product will be what? We have to multiply the estimated numbers. See, this is rounded off to this. So this is rounded off to this. So what will be that? 1 into 6 is 6. And how many zeros? 3 zeros here and 2 zeros here. So this is 6 lakh. Okay. What we did? We multiplied the rounded off numbers. So very quickly we got the answer. The estimated product of these two numbers is 6 lakh. Okay. Understood? Now let us estimate this product using the general rule. So what is the general rule? We have to estimate this product by rounding off each number to its greatest place. This is the general rule. So the greatest place for this number is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So this number will be rounded off to the nearest thousands. And what is the greatest place for this number? Ones, tens. This number has the greatest place as tens place. So this number will be rounded off to the nearest tens because the greatest place is tens for this number. So let us start the solution. 9250 rounds off to what? What are the nearest thousands for this number? The nearest thousands are 9000 and 10,000. Okay, this number lies between 9,000 and 10,000. So the nearest thousands are 9,000 and 10,000 for this number. This is 10,000. So the nearest thousands are 9,000 and 10,000 for this number. This number lies between these two thousands. Okay, what is the middle number between 9,000 and 10,000? The middle number is 9,500. Okay, and this number is smaller than the middle number. it means this number is closer to 9,000. So we will round off this number to this 1000, that is to 9,000. It will be rounded off to 9,000 because the nearest 1000 is this, and this 1000 is little far from this number. Okay, and this 1000 is closer to this number. So this number will be rounded off to this. It will not be rounded off to 10,000. Okay, so 9,250 will be rounded off to 9,000 to the nearest thousands because this is closer to 9,000. Right, so this rounds off to 9,000. Rounding off to what we did? We rounded off this number. Rounding off, what I did, I am writing in the bracket in the side. So rounding off to thousands. Okay. Now this number 29 will be rounded off to, see, 29 rounds off to what? This is ones and tens. The greatest place for this number is tens. So it will be rounded off to the nearest tens. What are the tens which are nearer to this? The nearer tens are 20 and 30. Okay, this 29 lies between 20 and 30. The nearer tens are 20 and 30. But what is the middle number between 20? Just middle number is 25. Just between 20 and 30, the number is 25. And this 29 is more than the middle number. So it is closer to 30. Okay, so to this tens it is closer. Though this number lies between 20 and 30. These are the tens between which 29 lies. But it is closer to this tens. So it will be rounded off to 30. So 29 will be rounded off to 30 to the nearest tens. Okay, because it is greater than the middle number. Okay, and it is closer to this tens. So it is rounded off to 30. So 29 rounds off to 30. When it is rounding off to tens. Okay, rounding off to tens. This number is rounded off to the nearest tens and it is rounded off to 30. The nearest tens is 30. Now we will find the estimated product. Estimated product. What is the estimated product? This is 9,000 into 30. See, the given numbers, these are the given numbers, are rounded off. Okay, this is rounded off to this and this is rounded off to this. And after rounding off both the numbers, we will multiply the rounded off numbers and that will give the estimated product. So what is that? 9 into 3 is 27 and there are 3 zeros here and 1 zero. So it is 2,70,000. Okay, the estimated product is 2,70,000 is the answer. So understood? And if you like my teaching, then you can share the video with your friends and relatives. And if you are new to my channel, then press the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can get notification of my videos. So meet you in the next class. In the next class, we will do the introduction part of chapter 2, that is whole numbers. So meet you in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye.